to all our viewers from the peninsula of Qatar. The spotlights that light up the Losail circuit are on, and any moment now, the Moto2 bikes will be revving their engines. Once again, as is customary on this track, we're looking forward to great weather for this Grand Prix, with temperatures that shouldn't cause any tyre problems. The race will begin. Right now, we are at the starting grid, waiting for the riders to receive the signal to start the warm-up lap.
Afternoon from Phillip Island, cut the tension with a knife. Round 16 of the MotoGP World Championship. I'm Nick Harris, sitting alongside me Matt Burt, and down in pit lane is Dylan Gray.
30th MotoGP pole for Marc Marquez ahead of Andrea Iannone and Jorge Lorenzo. Row 2, Pedrosa, Crutchlow, and the first of the Suzuki's, Maverick Vinales.
The Qatar motorcycle Grand Prix will start shortly here in Doha, and the riders are ready to compete on an amazing illuminated track.
Quick word about the weather, obviously the sun's shining now, but it will drop off the temperature, won't it?
I'm not entirely sure, because it is absolutely amazing. You've got the sun out, it's not like last year where we had a bit of cloud cover. If it stays this way, we might have a slight drop off, but this year it should not affect them, A, because it's warmer, and B, also because they have this different style, asymmetric front tyres, and they're not going to have the same issues with it cooling off too quickly. So I think here, we really are going to be treated to an outright race without any kind of external factors ruining it for us.
Well, that's exactly how we want it. It is a level playing field. Here are the riders riding up through the Siberian part of the circuit, then through 7 and 8 fast-flowing corners, down over Luki Heights, down towards the old MG corner, as you can see, and that's incredible left-hander that brings them back into the start and finish straight, the Gardner straight. Tyre temperatures here far higher than any other corner in Grand Prix racing. Just to remind you, 18 points separate Valentino Rossi, who was qualified on that third row of the grid, and Jorge Lorenzo, who was qualified on that front row in third place. The man in pole position, it's Marc Marquez. Alongside him, Andrea Iannone. What will that points position be after 27 laps here at Phillip Island in Australia? Stay with us to find out.
27 laps of the Australian Grand Prix about to get underway here at Phillip Island.
Right at the start. Very, very important start. Good start by Iannone, good start by Marquez. What about Lorenzo as they race down towards the Duan corner? Looks like Lorenzo.
Iannone, though, got a great start from that front row of the grid. It's the Italian that leads Lorenzo already up the inside of Marc Marquez. Valentino Rossi has got stuck behind Cal Crutchlow. Brilliant start by the British rider Danny Pedrosa there in 4th place. Rossi has picked up a place into 6th, but he's got to get by Cal Crutchlow as soon as possible. Iannone leads coming out of the Selalu.
Iannone leads the way up towards the Casey Stoner corner, famous from the world champion, 6 times winner here. Now they break hard for the hairpin. Here comes Danny Pedrosa up the inside of Marc Marquez, and Lorenzo closing them on the rear wheel of Iannone.
More arrogant aggression from Danny Pedrosa up the inside of Marquez, brilliantly on the brakes down into turn number 4. Still no way through for Valentino Rossi on Cal Crutchlow, out of Siberia for the first time. Iannone still leading the way, Lorenzo second, then Pedrosa, Marquez, Crutchlow, Lorenzo, what a move around the outside of Andrea Iannone through turn number 8.
That caught him, Iannone by surprise over the top of Luki Heights. Can he get back at him? No, because Lorenzo rides defensively, and Marquez and Pedrosa swap pace, but where he wanted to be he is. Jorge Lorenzo leads the way into the last fast left-hander into the Gardner straight.
You can see how desperate Marc Marquez was to make that move on Danny Pedrosa down into turn number 10. He knows now with clear track in front of him, Jorge Lorenzo will try and get the hammer down. He's broken through on Andrea Iannone. There is Valentino Rossi still down in 6th place. Lorenzo leads on lap 2.
Lorenzo still leads the way, but Andre Iannone has come back in him. He should have the advantage as they come into the southern loop. No, Iannone makes it stick, and Marquez and Pedrosa say thank you very much indeed. Iannone leads the way again as they come out of the southern loop.
Lorenzo blitzed by that Ducati power. Iannone drove past him down into the Duan corner. The Italian then leads down through the Stoner corner for the second time. Danny Pedrosa and Marc Marquez looking for a way through on Lorenzo. Rossi still there in sixth. Cal Crutchlow doing a great job in fifth place. Danny Pedrosa there having a bit of a wobble through Siberia. Still though Iannone that leads the way. This is where Lorenzo got him last time around, coming through 8.
Will he catch him again? I don't think he's quite close enough. Through 7, up to 8, up towards Lucky Heights. Iannone leads the way on the Ducati. Lorenzo closes up and plunges down towards the old MG corner.
This is just what Marc Marquez, Danny Pedrosa. Oh, Iannone has ran straight into a seagull. We saw that seagull sitting in the middle of the track. Iannone had no way to avoid it. He tried to duck, but Iannone drops out of the lead. Lorenzo sweeps through to take the lead.
Wow. Can anything else happen in this World Championship? Iannone hit by the seagull. It certainly distracted him, and Lorenzo retakes the lead. Look at the Ducati, look at the Honda as they come down the main straight. They leave the Yamaha. But you've got to say Ducati's got the grunt, and Iannone's back in front.
Oh, Iannone and Marquez, they sucked the blue paint off that factory Yamaha down the start and finish straight. Lorenzo was like a sitting duck coming down the Gardner straight. So Marc Marquez then up into second place. Cal Crutchlow moved up into 4th by Danny Pedrosa. Rossi still sitting there in 6th place. We haven't seen a move as yet by the Italian.
Great race at the front. Here comes Marc Marquez into the hairpin. Marc Marquez in the hairpin on the brakes. And Marquez takes the lead, and Lorenzo comes through as well.
Yeah, Iannone, Marquez just got in a bit too hot down at turn number 4. Iannone swept straight back underneath him. Marquez was out so wide that Lorenzo could come back through as well. We're on board with Danny Pedrosa looking back at the World Championship leader as they fire out of Siberia through this turn number 8. Iannone back at the front of this race.
This suits really Rossi though, doesn't it? Because Lorenzo hasn't been able to get away at the front. Before we've seen him race away in the first 2 or 3 laps, it hasn't happened. And Rossi is right in there.
Pedrosa fights back up the inside of Cal Crutchlow. They lean on each other. Great stuff between the British rider on the LCR Honda and Pedrosa on the factory Honda. Still Rossi can't find a way through. Lorenzo now leads this Australian Grand Prix. Brilliant stuff in the opening 3 laps.
Yeah, watch at the power though of the Ducati and the Honda as they come down this Gardner straight. 900 metres, here we go. Race down towards the Duan corner. Iannone once again retakes the lead into the Duan corner, just about. Lorenzo though still holds the advantage into the southern loop. Iannone up the inside. Lorenzo makes it stick as they come out of that southern loop.
And Rossi's finally made his first move of the race. He's taken 5th place from Danny Pedrosa. Back with the race leader, Jorge Lorenzo. There is Rossi now with Cal Crutchlow next in his sights. They sweep through the Stoner corner. Lorenzo leads hard on the brakes. Marquez now looking up the inside of Andre Iannone. Again, he's in too hot. He momentarily took that second spot. Iannone sweeps straight back through, and Rossi's made a move. Rossi up the 4th on Crutchlow.
Up through Siberia they come. We wanted a tight, close race. It could not have been better than this. Lorenzo leads. Iannone, Marquez. There is Rossi. He's not letting Lorenzo get away. Through 7 and 8, these fast-flowing right and left-hand corners, and then over the top of the Lucky Heights and down towards the old MG, where overtaking is possible.
Down through turn number 10. This is where we saw Andre Iannone have that unfortunate bird strike. Looking, there's not any damage actually to that factory Ducati. Now, has Lorenzo got enough of a gap to stop himself being slipstream down this long Gardner straight? Here he is, sweeping through this turn number 12. Iannone running a tight line on that Ducati. Rossi then up into 4th place. Marquez, he will certainly try and blast that Repsol Honda down by Andre Iannone. Lorenzo leads at the start of lap number 5.
They race down the straight, 200 miles an hour. Lorenzo makes it stick this time round. Lorenzo leads the way into turn 1. Iannone's lining up for the southern loop. Not quite close enough. Marquez, Rossi will be delighted with the start he's made. Great ride also by Cal Crutchlow.
Fastest rider on track on lap 4, number 46, Valentino Rossi, a 1:29.655. Rossi just slowly working his way to the front. Danny Pedrosa's not made any impression on Cal Crutchlow, and he's out wide at turn number 4. Will that let Rossi through? He cut it back, he can't find a way through, so still holds third through Siberia. Lorenzo from Marquez.
Rossi will want to get past Giannone as quick as he can. He will be worried that Marquez and Lorenzo will get away at the front. Rossi through 7 and 8, up towards the Lucky Heights he comes. He's all over the rear wheel of the Ducati, and he's gone up the inside, and he's taken third place as he comes over Lucky Heights.
Brilliant move by Rossi, hooks the inside through Lucky Heights, no way through for Giannone. Cal Crutchlow now up the inside of the factory, the caddy rider. Giannone's lost 2 spots in 2 corners. Crutchlow, a great ride by the British rider, he's up into 4th place. Can he go with the factory aliens? Lorenzo leads from Marquez, from Rossi. Lorenzo starting to eke out a little bit of a gap at the front. We're about to complete lap number 5. It's Lorenzo, Marquez and Rossi.
Big moment there for Marquez as they come through that 5th gear, left-hander into the start and finish straight. Brilliant ride by Rossi. Lorenzo now has got that hammer down. But if Rossi can finish on the podium, Marquez runs in a bit wide, but then cuts back across as they do.
Yeah, Marquez getting a little bit erratic, isn't he? We've seen him run wide a couple of times at turn number 4. He was out wide at the Duan corner. That's let Rossi through on the last lap. Lorenzo, Marquez and Rossi, 129.7, 129.7, all of them. Here comes Marquez. He's good on the brakes into turn 4 though, but can he get his stop this time? Rossi runs a tight defensive line. Marquez is up the inside. Brave Remy makes it stick. Rossi pushed back to 3rd.
Oh, terrific braking then from Marquez. Rossi now sandwiched between Crutchlow and Marquez. Lorenzo says, keep this up, please, because the more you do this, the more I'm going to get away at the front. They race up through Siberia. They come through 7 and 8. Rossi is very quick here. On to Marquez he comes again. And has Rossi got through?
He has, yeah, brilliant by Rossi, but Marquez fights straight back there where Rossi took Giannone on the last lap. Rossi will fight back hard on the brakes down into turn number 10. He's got the inside line. Giannone nudges Marquez out of the way. Aggressive from the 2 Italians. Not very often you see Marquez roughed up. Well, that's exactly what's happening to the Spaniard.
Look at the mafia over there between the 2 Italians. Lorenzo at the front, but Rossi doing a good job. He can only lose 5 points, but there's a long, long way to go. What a start to this race. Round 60 of the championship. It just doesn't get any better than this.